William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate. How to play the Trilby Tour, rule number 22. All players should wear appropriately prescribed spectacles. You are unlikely to win the event if you confuse flags and holes with marshals and out-of-bounds stakes. To the Springs Golf Club for the Championship of Oxfordshire, and you can always tell what the weather's going to do by what the cameramen are wearing. In this case, it looks like a wet one. A bit of rain won't deter the hardy players, however, and so in this show we'll have all the best play of the day, the heavens open for our 4-man 3-hole playoff, and the wet conditions ensure we'll have a bumper crop of bad shots for Rogues Gallery. Right now, time to hand over to our warm and dry commentator, Rob Lee.
Cheers, Mac. We're in Wallingford for the Championship of Oxfordshire. Lovely golf course, the Springs Golf Club, but not a very nice day. Gorgeous yesterday, horrid today, showers coming in. The players, the Trilby Tourians, are going to get very wet. Let's get down to William at the first.
Amos, first time out the Trilby Tour. 6 handicap, good player. Do you know this course well?
I played it once before we came up for a practice round.
Okay, and was once enough, do you think?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a tricky course, and I think the weather today is going to make it very complicated.
And how are you feeling about, you've got to go on that first tee shortly, and we're all calm and collected?
Not really. It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Okay.
But it's good. That's the whole, atmosphere around it. It's what makes it a lot of fun. It's why it's worth doing.
So it's a fun day out. So you're here for fun or you're here to win?
Oh, I'm here to win.
Okay,
right?
I like that.
But I've caddied before on the Trilby Tour, so I really wanted to play it. And
you know the feeling of it. You know what's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're here to win. How many points do you think that's going to take to get you through there?
I kind of thought there might be more, but the way the weather is looking, I think it might be a little less than you might be. You might somewhere around par, somewhere around 36, 37, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think it'll be a massive score today.
Amos helping. Iron, 341, 6 handicapper.
Keep going.
Oh, he's talking to it early. An early chat with your golf ball at the first. Well, it doesn't look wet and horrible now, does it? It looks lovely. But it didn't stay like that all day. Look, the starter's got the brolly out.
Yeah. Brendan Boom Boom, 2 times winner, Delaney. And I say this every time, without doubt, one of the most popular men on the Trilby Tour, with the entourage that you bring with you and the fans that you have and they've built up over the years. I think that's the end of the interview, really.
Yeah.
Brendan, you know how to win and you know how to play. What does it take?
It takes a lot of luck, to be honest.
Yeah.
On the day, people come and think, I'm playing well, but it's completely different on the day.
Yeah.
The pressure's unbelievable, and you definitely need some luck. You need to hold 2 or 3 putts that you don't normally hold, and just have really some decent bounces.
What is the pressure? Everyone talks about the pressure on the first tee, and then, which is, it's not small amount of pressure, but the difference of the pressure on the first tee, the playoff. That's different again, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. It's you have to be extremely lucky in the playoff. I mean, I did experience one where we had to play 6 additional holes and got there in the end. It was indeed.
Yeah. Just say, please, somebody win. At this point, I don't care. We're running out light. Okay, but you did have 2 wins in one season.
I did indeed.
Which is very rare.
I had a spell where literally for a month.
Unstoppable.
For a month, I played really well. Yeah, I'm very extremely lucky.
Can you bring that form back for us today?
I'd love to, but on my kind of the golf I've played this year, I'd be shocked.
Well, he's a big hitter. 2 gloves. Look, 2 gloves, Delaney.
Boom!
Smashed it. It's only 341 yards this first hole, and that is careering down there. Look at that for a tee shot. Ridiculous. Right through in the second bit. There's people putting, that's on the green. 4.
Anthony, this is your golf club.
Correct.
Not just a member, it's your golf club.
Well,
so therefore, you should win.
Well, if such theories were true,
Yeah.
that would be great. But it's all about on the day, isn't
Do you
it,
know this
really?
course inside out?
Well, I know my way around it, certainly.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I won't get lost, put it this
Okay,
way. I won't
okay.
go from the first green to say where's the second tee.
What do you hope for today? Give me a score on your course.
Oh, 36 points.
36 points. There we
Yeah.
have it.
Essie from the Springs. It's distinctly average. That's no better than average. But he's off.
Jim, we saw here last year, and it wasn't such a great day for you, was it?
No, it was terrible. Absolutely awful round of golf.
What happened?
I think I just took it too seriously. I came and I was stressed. I had a face that was it was a face for radio more than anything.
But we spoke in the car park, didn't you? And you were sort of tail between the legs time, wasn't it?
I don't think we spoke. I think you just took the mickey.
You did give me some ammunition.
I was awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful.
And it's 17 points?
Yeah, for the whole
17
round.
points, yeah. For the whole...
Yeah.
You've got that year behind you. You've got
Yeah.
that first time experience, first time off that tee, because it's hard, isn't it, getting off that
Yeah,
tee?
absolutely.
You're back.
Yep.
Same course. You know the course better.
Yep.
What about today?
Looking forward to it. Nowhere near as nervous, not as tense. I'm playing well. I've been playing well at the club, so
Can you bring that form into this?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I'm playing steady golf, and I think the big thing is I'm putting well.
See, steady golf's what you just said. It's so important because we see week in and week out people win this play shooting level par.
Yeah.
So level par, a little better should get you there.
Yeah.
In the top four. So give us a prediction.
Over 30. I don't want to be I don't want to Judas myself now and tempt fate. I'd like to come in on 36, but if I come in on 33, 34, I'll be mega happy.
Let's see what happens.
That'll be double what I had last year.
Jim Anderson, waterproof top on now. Look at the umbrellas, look. Now, is that curling left? It is.
Perfect.
Nothing wrong with that. It's fine. Good start, Jim Anderton from 11 handicap from Sidmouth Golf Club.
James, you look confident today, and you've played in quite a few of these now. You've got a fair bit of experience. You've made a final.
Made two finals,
Yeah?
I think. Yeah, one in Hull, one in Rockcliffe.
Okay.
Played well in both of those, and let's hope I can do that again today.
You're a good player. 4 handicap.
Playoff 4,
Yeah.
just been cut, unfortunately. Would have been nicer to have been
No,
up
but
for 5.
you want to be as low as you can.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you?
I do, of course I do. It's always a race
You can
for that.
play. You've got loads of experience today. What about today?
Well, it's all about just how the game goes. That's on the day, isn't it? I mean, the swing can feel as good as it has. But I played Worcestershire a couple of weeks ago and had a bit of a nightmare.
Did you? Why? What happened?
I just had a bit of bad luck. Lost a ball in the middle of the fairway, and it was all over by that point already.
Does that play with your mind a little bit?
It probably does hurt, especially
Yeah.
I think I'd had 2 blobs already anyway, and then of course you lose one down the fairway and you know mentally the game's over.
I think losing a ball when you shouldn't is hurtful.
If you hit it into the water or
you get
offline,
it,
you're fine. Yeah. But you catch a good one right down the middle and you can't find it. Obviously, it's a bit of a downer.
New day today.
Yeah, definitely. The weather has just brightened up as we're about to tee off.
Yeah.
So I reckon that's gonna be it.
A prediction
Good
from
luck.
you.
I'm aiming for 35. If I get anywhere near that, I'll be pretty happy.
Good man. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, thanks, Will.
He's from Trilford Heath. Nice place, that. Couple of courses at least. I seem to remember the green and the red, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's a man who's played before, isn't it? 4 handicap. And that should be just fine. Happy. First tee done and dusted with. And now onto the golf course. Onto the 9th, which is a par 5 here at the Springs, 495 yards. Will Goy from down in Guildford, Clandon Regis, trying to bump one on. It's not far away, is it? It's not far away in 2 at this par 5. Oh, it's murky. It's got the murk on. First hole in the back 9 that is a par 4 is the 11th. Only 353 yards. Breeze playing havoc with the raindrops. That's a good shot. Very good. Head covers on, hats on, waterproofs on and off. It's an awkward day. Hemmings at the 16th. That's all right. That's fine. Just sticking to the fringe on the left hole high. You can putt that. It's all right. That's a low scudder. thin. Oh, thin with grip. I knew what I was doing. Overspun. How do they do that? How do they do that? Brendan Delaney, eh? Goy's eagle chip. Could do with it. Oh, he's played a lobby one. Unusual shot choice, has to be said, but birdie coming up. The 3-pointer, that would help a lot. All the way back to Nick Francis. Now the speed from here to get that right, it's difficult. And he hasn't got it right. He's battling with the putter. Coming towards the end, Hemmings from distance across the green, and that is struggling. 183 yards for Richard Hemmings. Quite a few par 4s in the opening half dozen holes here at the Springs. Oxfordshire. And the weather today, it's either okay, it's sunny, or it's absolutely pouring. A real cocktail of the elements. Delaney with his birdie attempt at 17. Big Brendan. Oh, lipped out on the left side. Unlucky. 29 points for Brendan. Double winner on the Trilby Tour. Did not qualify. A surprise to many, but not to most. Goy's birdie attempt after chip, is a birdie. 4 shots, 33 points. That leads in the clubhouse for Billy Goy. 5 handicapper. Shades of Andrew the Beef Johnson, I fancy that. Beard. Francis. 4th shot. Yes. 33 points. Joint clubhouse lead. That shows you how hard it has been for the morning players. Back at the 11th. Essie's second. Nice balance to the swing. You don't want to be dropping a shot here. It's a bit of a gift par 4. Beautiful shot. Now Richard Hemmings has got a real chance to be the best in the clubhouse. Oh, he should have held that. Pity. Tied at 33 points. Rich Hemmings. A long wait. They were saying what a tough test it is, and it's proving to be so. Nobody under par for the day yet. Essie. $25 points. DNQ for Anthony. Anderton's birdie chip at the 6th. Chip and run. Right shot choice. And, just needed hitting. It was in. 37 points, Jim Anderton. That is a very difficult score to beat. Well played, sir. Let's get to William.
Teddy, great to see you back. You've had a year off, a year or two off, and now you're back. Are you back with a vengeance?
I am, mate. Yeah. I've been away. I wasn't happy with my game the last couple of years when I've played. I hadn't done myself justice, so I'm here today, Will.
You've got the swagger back, haven't you? You've got the swagger.
Let's hope so, mate.
You're very relaxed looking.
Yeah.
Top 4 for you today?
I hope so. That's what I'm here for. You know, competition's always great. Want to be involved, and we're the last team out, so let's make a blast of it and get up the scoreboard.
And if lifted that trophy today, do you think the crowd will be shouting, Teddy, Teddy?
It's been a long time since they've been shouting that, so that'd be nice.
Today's the day, eh?
Yeah,
Today's the day.
Keeps himself in shape. Unbelievably, doesn't he? Teddy Sheringham looks like he could play now. Yeah, smooth iron at the first. What a football career he had. What a Trilby Tour career he's trying to have. Lovely, ideal. And Teddy, ready Teddy go. He's off and running.
During the break, have a think about Peter Gardner's bunker escape on the 13th and see if you can work out what happened next. William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate. Before the break, we asked you to work out what happened to Peter Gardner's bunker escape on the 13th. And the answer is, we don't know. In fact, no one knows, and it may well remain forever a mystery. Now, back to Rob.
Yes. Right, back to the Trilby Tour Championship of Oxfordshire. We're at the Springs Golf Club. It's a real mixed weather day. Bit of sunshine, bit of pouring rain, bit of wind. But plenty of test out there for these golfers if they're going to win maybe their first Trilby Tour event, maybe their 10th. Back to the second tee, 137. This is a new hole they put in. This is Sam Clark. Cricket St Thomas Golf Club in Somerset. What a lovely name for a golf club. Cricket St Thomas, eh? That's a beauty. So is that, by the way. Weather was good at this stage. It wouldn't be for the entire round. Teddy Sheringham at the ninth, the par 5. How can he fashion one low and turning? He's trying to turn. He's trying. Keep running. Not bad. He had to play out the water and turn it a little bit. This is very fortunate to land on the path in between all that thick, horrible rough. So he had a lie. Did Amos Halpin. Harleyford Golf Club in Buckinghamshire. That is getting better and better. Just releasing through the back edge, but he's in brilliant shape there. Really good position. Makeable. Umbrella in, umbrella out. Down at the minute for Athers. Par 3, 16th hole, going well. 30 points to this stage. 36 if he pars in. And he might just do that. Green very receptive. Flew it past the flag and it stayed there. Big Dog Hughes. 18th. Put himself in the right spot. Stroke 7 hole, the 18th, 402. That's the number. And he's found the centre of the putting surface. Oh, he's running backwards, wrong way. Oh no, what's he going to pick up? Probably a 10p coin. Dropped the 10p. Want it out there. George Moss. 8 handicapper, first Trilby Tour event. We love the first timers on the Trilby Tour. Once they've been once, they want to come back. That's bunkered. Sam Clark for the 2. The second. Back up the hill. Easiest putt on the green. Oh, he's thumped it. Goodness me, he's thumped it. We saw Teddy's layup at the 9th. Pretty good one. So now looking for a birdie here. At the par 5. One more hop and it would have been really good for Teddy Sheringham. Just one more hop. Could still knock that in though. That's possible. Wind and rain. The joys of an English summer. Well, out of the bunker from distance, that wasn't too terrible. And now it's coming in sideways. Lashing down for Big Dog Hughes. Now, Dave Big Dog Hughes has been on our screens for a long time. Do you know he's never made it through to a Trilby Tour Championship final? Will that be good enough? Will 33 points get him into the top 10? Big Dave. It's going to be a tricky afternoon. Par putt. This will be a killer bogey 4, let me tell you. Oh, he saved himself. Did Sam Clark. Saved himself very well. That was relief, that smile on his face. For the birdie. The closing hole in the front 9. Teddy Sheringham. Nearly. Very nearly. 32 points in the end for Teddy. Didn't quite make it. But playing off of 4 and he'll be back. Halpin from the fringe. Talked about the right spot to leave your second. Well, it was here, and that's because he wasn't going to hold the putt for a birdie. Should have done. 35 points. That's playing off right now for Amos Halpin. Waiting, waiting, waiting. See what the others do. Will it be enough? Athers, 30 points. Give it enough. Hit it. He'll take it. One shot drop between there and the final post. So 35 points also playing off for Tony Athers. That seems to be the mark. So a long way from home is George Moss. Way back in the front part of his round. Almost. Guess what? 35 points for George. Battling away. That's the River Thames winding its way through the county of Oxfordshire. Let's join William. He's got Ashleigh Pheasant alongside him to talk him through the 3 playoff holes.
Thank you, Robert. I'm here on the balcony of the Springs Clubhouse with Ashleigh Pheasant. You may have seen him before from KP last week, and he's here again this week because he runs this place as well. Ash, we got some great holes here, first, second and 18th. We didn't have the second hole last year, did we? We went. What did we do last year? We went first.
1, 8 and 18.
Yeah. So, first hole, looks pretty straightforward. There's a few bits guarding it, isn't there?
Yeah, short par 4. Big hitters may try and get one close to the green. Sensible play is mid to long iron, which will leave a short iron into the green. New bunkers around the green, which are penal with fescue mounding around them, so they've got to be deadly accurate. Double green as well, the first.
Yeah, so what would you play down there?
Probably driver.
Sensible with the driver. Okay, second hole, Ash. It's been reworked, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a completely new hole. We flipped it round. It's a Tim Lobb designed short par 3. Pot bunker, which you can't see off the tee, and a couple of big deep bunkers surrounding the green.
Tim Lobb's done well with this hole, hasn't he?
Excellent, and it's proven, even though it's not the longest, it's proven difficult for all levels of golfer. Short to mid iron in, but all the bunkers around the green make it a tough test.
Okay, and again, what would you play into there?
9 iron.
9 iron. Okay.
Putt, birdie.
Thank you very much. Last hole, though, the last hole, the 18th, is it's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Because it's got that cluster of trees smack in the middle of the fairway, so do you go right, do you go left, do you go over them? And as we saw last year, a lot of people just went into them.
Yeah, big hitters can get it over. And you've still got a fairly long iron into the green with pin tucked tight left today, tough pin position.
Whose idea was that?
Mine.
Okay. Fair enough. There's been a few remarks about the pin positions today. It's all down to you, isn't it?
All down to me.
Okay.
But yeah, people who get close to them will have a good chance of hauling some putts.
Yeah.
But yeah, 18, left of the trees is probably the play.
Okay.
And then mid to long iron into the green, bingo, par, hopefully wins you the comp.
There you have it, Rob. Back to you.
Well, at least I'm not in the studio this week. That's quite nice. Appreciation of the levels we go to bring you this show. Jason Murch is third at the 9th, which is a par 5, playing off 13. Bristol Golf Club is home, playing from down there to over there. Sam Clark's found the fairway, importantly, at the 5th, is second, going well, 9 points. Now this is turning right to left in the air. Did he start it far enough right? He did. He did, well struck. Putting for a birdie again. 32 points with 3 holes to play, but James Bowler is excellent. The man from Frilford Heath. And at 183 yards, that's a fair attempt. Birdie putt from the fringe. Well, extended fringe for Murch. Less said about that one, the better, I fancy. Back to Clark. 40 feet this, giving it a good old hit. And that's pretty well done. Par putt for Murch, 13 points after 8 holes. Could do with this, big time. Yeah, oh, stop it. How did that come back at him? But in the end, he recovered really well. That's a superb 35-point effort in the shake-up, it seems. Depends what the likes of Clark do as one of the late starters. Yeah, that's very good. 36 points in the end for Sam. That is playing off right now. Looks like the 35s are struggling. Now Bowler has a chance to make his own luck. Go on, go on. 36 points. Just let a little drip away towards the close of his round. So in the end, it was 35 points that played off for a spot in the playoff. 4 players on 35 points, but only 1 would go through. So the chip-off between Moss, Athers, Murch and Halpin. And it was Halpin that produced anyone that got it out of a bunker. All you had to do was get it out and you would win and go through. And it was Halpin that came up with the goods. So unluckily, George Moss misses out, but he makes it through to the World Championship final, as does Tony Athers, as does Jason Murch. So confirmation then of the 4 qualifiers for this year's Championship of Oxfordshire. The playoff will be between Anderton, Bowler, Clark and Halpin. Tony Athers, George Moss just missed out. Jason Murch already a qualifier for the final, so it gives an extra spot to William Goy at the end. Nick Francis, Richard Hemmings will join him. And Dave Big Dog Hughes for the first time, yay, makes it through to Hull. Look at it, pouring down, but we're still going to find a champion. Make sure you don't miss the playoff. We're back after the break.
William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate.
Well, there was an enormous cloudburst. If you think this looks bad, 10 minutes before this, it was Armageddon. But they're going to get on with it and play. There's a championship to play for and 4 men that are keen to get their names engraved on the trophy.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here at the wonderful, beautiful, I would say sunny, but it's not. It's raining, and it's been raining all day. I'm with Matt, who is the head pro here today.
Yep,
and we all know Nick Francis, who has been here before, haven't you?
A few times.
Yeah, a few times, guys, tough days today. Tough.
Yeah, the weather has been really tough today.
Yeah.
So some of the scores that come in have been exceptionally good.
How's this hole going to play? Because the conditions are...
All they need to do is hit the fairway.
Yeah.
It's not a very long shot into the green, so just hit the fairway, sort of wedge it into the green.
What should they be playing off this first?
It depends on how long they hit it, but something like a hybrid. Hybrid's a good option, and a wedge or 9-iron into the green.
Okay, now all 4 players had pars on this earlier today. Different hole now, isn't it?
Very different hole. Very different. Different weather, different hole, different pressure. So it will be completely different.
Okay, so we've got James Anderton, Sam Clark, James Bowler and Amos Halpin. Now, I only know James Bowler of these 4, so I'm going to go with James.
That's a bit sneaky because I'm going to go with him, so I'm going to go with a different one.
No, we can go the same. We can go the same.
I'm not
if we're all going the same, we can all be right or all be wrong.
Because your hunches are normally. I'm going to go with Amos.
Okay, Matt.
I'm not sure on the handicaps on this, but I know James.
There is no. It's all scratch.
It's all scratch.
It's all scratch.
Oh, then James for sure.
You go with James. So we're on the James team.
Yeah.
Back to you, Rob, from a lovely rainy first tee.
Does look damp, doesn't it? It does look damp. Here we go.
Jim Anderton, age 55, Sidmouth Golf Club with a handicap of 11. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant, really enjoyed it, yeah. Played well, hit some good shots, putted really well today, and I think that putting has got me up to the top of the leaderboard, so yeah, really pleased. Course is playing quite long. Last year I thought it was playing short. You've got to think around the course, you can't just go blasting, you've had to think about placing it, shape the shots a little bit, so yeah, it's been really interesting. I was level par for the 3 holes. If I play them as well as I did, I was putting for birdie on 1, birdie on 2. I chipped in close on 18 and hold the putt, so yeah, if I can do that again, I mean it's going to be a lottery because the wind's gusting a little bit, but yeah, I'll just try and keep it as tight as I can.
So this is it, iron off the tee. Got a plan. He's got to stick to it. Well, that's right.
Quickly followed by Mr. James Bowler.
I'm James Bowler. I'm 34. I play off of a handicap of 4, and I'm from Trilby Golf Club. It's been really good. From the get-go, irons were good, driving was good. Putting stick was on fire today. There were 2 things I think I left short, and I made the putt anyway. Anything I missed was within 2 or 3 inches, so just delighted really. Played really good. 1, I hit the back of the hole and it jumped out made an easy par. 2, I birdied, and 18 was a relatively comfortable bogey, which I would have taken off the tee. And if I do that again, I think I'll be pretty happy. I would be over the moon, I would think. I will probably let out a ridiculous roar on the 18th if I win. And I'll be buzzing for probably the rest of the year, to be fair. It'll mean a huge amount to me.
So, driver having a rip. Now, is this straight and true and handsome? Sit there. That's good.
My name's Samuel Clark. I'm 22 years old. I play my golf at Cricket St Thomas Golf Club, and I play off a handicap of 8. Played pretty steady most of the way round. The weather did sort of turn right at the end of the round, so the last 3 holes didn't sort of get me score going, but I was happy with 36 points in the end. I hit the ball really well today, so my long game was probably the strong point today. Maybe left a couple of putts out there, but then hit a few pretty good ones as well, so can't complain. Par 2, bogeyed 1. I don't mind the holes. They're probably the better holes for me of the 3 that we could have had today, so I'm pretty happy with the playoff holes. Hopefully can do the same as I did this morning.
Well, here's the proof of the pudding with an iron. Also a little right. Is it coming back? Is it trying to draw? Try hard. Try harder. No, it's okay.
Amos Halpin, 54, Harleyford Golf Club, playing off 6. It's been crazy today. The weather's been mad. It's made the course difficult, but it's been the same for everybody. Good fun. It's a really interesting course, playing a little short at times because it's so hard on the foot. So you've got to pick the right club off the tee. So it's a tricky course to play on. I played okay on all those holes actually, so I won't do anything different maybe than a club on the second. I think over club the first time around, so maybe different on the second. But other than that, I felt okay.
Amos also long iron. Oh, a bit like Hideki Matsuyama with that big pause at the top of the swing. And he hit it just like Hideki, right down the middle. Perfect. Put that club away, keep the grip dry. Tough day for the caddies. Keeping the men in the right mental place and keeping the bag of equipment tip-top. Look at the green staff, they're having to work hard. Get rid of the excess water. And this is where Anderton's tee shot finished. A little too far right, upslope. On a hook lie. Sounded more grass than ball, that. And that's over there somewhere. Horrid. Fast start required in these playoffs. Can't really afford a mistake at the first hole. Clark with his second. Just okay with the tee shot. Up and high and over the tree. And is it straight enough? The answer is no. So one mistake. Another mistake. What an opportunity for Halpin. Shot. Sounds of shot. Yes, it is a good shot. But you know how soft it is. You saw the water getting removed from the putting surface. So pretty good. They're in 2. No trouble. Bowler gambled with the driver, so he's a lot closer. Has to get this up very quick. Oh no, he's chipping under. He's gone for the low bunt and run underneath. Ground soft. It's hard to do that. So that sort of died and came to an abrupt stop. So much so it's bowler again. Is this going to run out? It isn't. So after taking driver off the tee, he's been a bit workmanlike since then. Tree trouble for Anderton. But he seems to have some sort of a line and a swing and a chip. Okay, he's played 2. He can still make a par. Fortunate to get a swing and a route out. Clark's third. Did not finish in the bunker, so a little delicate one. Played it nicely. Played it very nicely. Everybody still in this. Jimmy Anderton for the par then. Found that hump on the right off the tee box. Can't make worse than 5. Just to remind you, if you're watching Trilby Tour and the playoff for the first time, it's 4 men playing 3 holes to find the champion. Halpin. Oh, that's superb. That's a good 4. An opening 4 for Amos. The 6 handicapper thrilled with that. That puts him in the box seat. Who will join him? Bowler, after the drive off the tee, still has this for the par. So a shot gone. Makes a bogey 5. James Bowler. So 1 at level, 1 at +1. Anderton to be 1 over. He doesn't. It's a double bogey 6 for Jim Anderton at the first playoff hole. It's just double expensive. Can anybody else play the second at level par? It could be Clark if this goes in. Yes, it does. Sam Clark keeps himself tied at the top. Well done. Second hole here is a tricky little par 3. The new one. It's only 137 yards.
Now, this hole looks pretty straightforward.
Brand new hole.
Yeah.
Been open.
Looks very pretty.
5 months. 137 yards.
Yeah.
Just surrounded by 4.
A friendly little par 3 then?
We've had 2 holes in one already. Yeah,
wow.
2 ladies have had holes in one.
Ladies,
yes,
no men's.
No men.
Right, on this hole we had 2 threes, a birdie from our boy James, and a bogey from Amos. So, what do you think?
The flag's right at the back by a slope, so little par 3. Again, I think it's going to favour the better player. So hopefully they're going to knock it close.
Nick, we talked about this. Does this really affect their game now? What they did before?
Yeah,
Last time we was in this situation, one of us took a double bogey, and it really played in his mind.
I think it's the same again.
Yeah. So we've got 2 pars. We've got Jim and Sam with pars. We've got James, our boy, with a birdie, and your boy had a bogey on this hole.
But my aim has started off quite well on the last hole.
He did actually. So again, confidence. What is it? Is it what they did today? Is it what's in between their ears today? Is it what
I think a lot of it is what they've done today. How they played it earlier. It will affect them. Definitely will affect them. So, but good start from Amos and Sam Clark. So,
James had a birdie on this one. So
okay, let's see what happens.
So 137. Clark first of all. Some nice bunkering around this hole. No bunker trouble there, lovely shot. Level with a birdie opportunity, that's good. Amos, next up. Oh, murmurs of good. Terrific. That's terrific. The rain keeping the faithful Trilby Tour crowds away maybe slightly. Bowler. He's the low man, handicap-wise. He plays off of 4, Trilford Heath. Specsavers for the crowd. That's in the bunker. That didn't sound good, I've got to say, for Jim Anderton. And it's heavy and bunkered. I think that's bunkered. And at 2 over par, cannot afford any mistakes. In fact, he needs birdies. Confirmation of the sand for his ball. Oh, that's skinned. Skinned and, well, probably crossing the Thames somewhere, that one. And that, for Jim Anderton, is that. This is where it finished up. He's game, isn't he? He's having a go. This is for a par. Good Lord. So he's played 3 to there. We're not quite sure, orienteering-wise, where he is. Anybody got a compass? It's a par 3 of 137 yards, for God's sake. Oh, Phil Mickelson at the end, I have to say. He's rescued what was a terrible package of golf shots. Now, bowler found the sand. This is delicate. Just got too close to the ball with the contact. More sand, less ball would have been better. So bowler's working his way out of the competition. It looks to be between 2 people. Sam Clark over the hump, down the hill, right to left. And he's got that all wrong. Kicking himself. What are you doing? Bowler for the par. Must maker. 1 over par going down 18. If this goes in, it doesn't. He was much fancied by the panel to do well here. He's now 2 over and going backwards. Bowler bowing out. What about Amos Halpin? Par at the first playoff hole. Here in 1 at the second, the par 3 for the birdie. Nope. But a tap in par, level par. He will have the lead. Maybe. If Clark holds this, he won't. If Clark holds this, they're all square. Oh, he's pushed it. We have a new leader. Amos Halpin out on his own. Samuel Clark, a 3-putt bogey, painful bogey at the par 3 second. So he makes a 4 and goes to +1. Anderton for the most eventful double bogey 5. Makes it. That was a really good up and down after 3 truly tragic golf shots.
This is not an easy hole, is it? Because it's which way do you go? Left, right, through it, over it, what?
Yeah, if you're long enough, you're good enough, you go over the top.
Yeah. Not in this weather.
No,
not in this wind.
I think.
Yeah.
The flag's back left.
It's a card wrecker, isn't it?
It is. It's a real tough decision. You just got to get it in play.
They got the pressure on them because it's last hole. Our boy's not doing so good.
No.
I'm going to share the curse of the Hunt's hunch with you.
I think the bogey on 1.
And it breaks my heart almost to say that your boy's doing. Don't look so smug. Do not look so smug. That's Jim had a par on this one. The rest had bogeys. You've been here, as we keep saying. That's why we drag you out here. What is going through Amos's mind now? All he's got to do is take a par here. He's won it, really, isn't he?
It's his to lose now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's going to be whether or not he can face that pressure now.
Yeah, but as amateurs, when we say to ourselves, I only need, it doesn't really work, does it?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And that first there was Sam Clark's putt, was the first edgy putts that basically his body language was, the pressure hit him.
Yeah.
That was a
Got to stick with our boy?
He needs to make 4.
He needs to make 4. He needs a 3, really. He needs a 3.
Yeah, he can easily make 6 down there. Yeah, we need a 4.
Mr. Smug is looking quite happy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Back to you, Rob.
So let's see if Mr. Smug can fire this one down the fairway. Now it's either side of the copse, because it's not going to carry it. And that is terrific. Really, really good for the man out in front. And the other's going to gamble. Sam Clark, 3-wood. People seem to like that. Has it clipped a tree? It's clipped something. It's in there. That's not ideal. Not when you're 1 shot back. 2 shots back. It's James Bowler. And that may well have clipped the trees as well. Well, at least it's come out the right side. He's clear of the wood. Jim Anderton, driver. Gay abandon with this one. It's a full thwack. And that's exactly how you do it. That's perfect. Freed up by the fact that he knows he can't win. Smashed it down the middle. Now, the nearest challenger for Amos is Sam Clark. He's tried to hit a low growler out of there and, well, it's not growling very much. A low trundle at the wrong time. Bowler has a swing. Still quite a long way to go. He had a hybrid in his hand there. Low left and squirting into that area just left of the green. Has to hold that one. He's got to chip in. Anderson's fine tee shot left him here. So this a well struck second. 402 yards this. And that's 2 really good shots. Just shows you what he can do. 1 bad hole and you're done for in a Trilby Tour playoff, and that's what happened to Jim. Halpin has been superb. Can he find the green? Oh, they're all saying good shot. They're all clapping. It hasn't even landed yet. And on this occasion, they knew what they were all talking about. That was straight at it. Tough pin position. Didn't prove to be a problem for Amos Halpin. That was excellent. 3 excellent holes, in fact. Clark has to hold this. It just got to go in for a pitch-in birdie 3. He's going to need a mistake now from Amos. Bowler. Quite simple. This must go in. Lovely chip. Played it very well. The mistake came at the first playoff hole. Jim Anderton for a grandstand finish. Go on, Jimmy. Well, after the heroics of the tee shot in the second, an underwhelming putt in front of the crowds. Grandstand arena, 18th here. It's all looking very simple now for Amos Halpin. He's watching them fall away one by one. This is a putt to win the championship, by the way. To be 1 under par in the playoff. Come on. Get in. How was that missed? Bowler's par putt to be +2 is good. But you just feel it's at least a shot too many. Maybe 2 shots too many. Depends on Amos Halpin. To drop to +2, Sam Clark. They're all making it easy for Amos, who's playing in his first Trilby Tour event. So imagine turning up in your first Trilby Tour. You get 1 crack at it. You get to the playoff, and you do that. You missed a little part of the last, but it doesn't matter because he had 2 for it. A large swallow And now one more little bit of concentration to become champion of Oxfordshire. Amos Halpin, for the second time, takes his opportunity, plays in his first ever Trilby Tour event, and turns out to be the best player. Over 100 players turned up here, and they were not as good as Amos, first-time winner Halpin, the new champion of Oxfordshire. Brilliant!
I'm absolutely thrilled. Yeah, absolutely thrilled. I've caddied a few times in the Trilby Tour and I actually played it before, first time I played it, so I was really looking forward to getting into it and see what I could do. For me, it was the second shot on 18. It was a tricky position, I had to bend it around the tree and I just had to go for it and it came off, so that made it a lot easier for me, so I was thrilled with that.
Bad weather, great day. Shocking weather at the end. I mean, I thought we'd lost the playoff for that one, that first hole then of the playoffs. I mean, I just thought, oh no, how are we going to get through this? But we did. You know, this is the Trilby Tour. It prevails, doesn't it? And Amos, what a steady, quiet assassin. A man of few words. The course has been brilliant today. The people have been brilliant today. Once again, the weather kind of brings everyone together, doesn't it? It looked like many times we're going to lose today. Rain, wind, howling winds, and then stop, then sunshine. Didn't get the lightning and thunder we were promised, which we're quite happy with. Another cracking down the Trilby Tour.
We felt we should give shot of the day to this tidy effort from the 16th tee by Pete Cosford, as it was one of the few times during the day that anyone managed to hit a ball roughly where they intended, as you'll find self-evident in a specially extended Rogues Gallery, beginning with Gary Lewis, who provides cameraman Matt with a rare opportunity to perform one of his handsome dramatic pans across the scenery. Very David Lean. And once Gary locates his ball, he decides to allow Matt even more time to aim his gaze at the glory of the Oxfordshire countryside, before finally playing a shot that, more or less, brings the green into frame. Some lake variants now on the 8th, starting with Andrew Norton ably demonstrating how to enter the water with a no-nonsense straight left shot. Mark Latter shows us the slightly more prevaricating mid-range left with a bounce method of aquatic entry, while Simon Griffiths takes on the rather more complex multi-bounce grass skimmer way to get your ball wet. Best of all though is the appropriately named Jamie Best, whose tee shot, while starting with a somewhat conventional route to the lake, superbly sets up his second shot after a drop. One that amply proves Jamie has more dedication to underwater exploration than even the great Jacques Cousteau. And before we leave the 8th, let's take a moment to enjoy a hopeless little dribbler, courtesy of Nigel Greenwood. To the 5th, where we discover James Giles has unfortunately overshot the green. Fortunately, however, he makes amends by overshooting it again and ending up in a bunker. Adrian Barrett on the 2nd with a shot so ineffective we wonder whether Adrian actually plays golf with clubs made of jelly. You have to feel sorry for Michael Hollis, seen here on the 5th. Firstly, it's raining very heavily upon him, and secondly, he's playing rubbish golf. Much the same is true of Andy Langley. Same hole, same rain, same terrible golf, but at least he's getting to stretch his legs. And the rain is so heavy on Dan Brooker, it's genuinely not funny. But we included his shot on the 9th because we love the juxtaposition of trees and bench. Appropriately dismal. Playing in his first Trilby event, we hope Daniel Morris enjoys being included in the show, even if it's only for this simple yet classic plopper on the 17th. A rare double rogue on the 5th now. Firstly, Brian Scott plays this scudder, which is at least going in roughly the right direction. Then cameraman Juby only just has time to zoom, find and reframe on the imaginatively named Taz Taylor before he hits a substantially worse shot across the fairway and behind some conveniently located mounds. Next, the greatest living Welsh Trilby Tourian, Rory Easthope, showing the kind of skill that has seen him never win a single thing on the Trilby Tour. Paul Fawcett on the 6th, enjoying his day so much he wants to stay on the course for as long as possible, And to achieve this, he's hitting every shot just a few feet nearer the hole. On the 10th, and Steve Mangan gives us a rare opportunity to revel in the sight of some entirely implacable geese. The 16th, and the adventures of V-Day Pooja now, and first there is the errant tee shot sent straight into the nearby bushes. After that, there's the recovery, which ends up, who knows, somewhere in the marsh. Who cares? And finally, on the 13th, we have the bunker misadventures of Mark Samuel. His first escape attempt fails, leaving him noticeably down. His second bunker escape also fails, resulting in levels of frustration so high that only a third and final swipe can assuage. After that, all there is to do is angrily pick up and throw a hissy fit. And so we arrive at the Last Chance Saloon. After 8 regional championships, there's only one more event for Trilby Tourians to scramble for a place in the International Grand Final in Hull. Next week, the tour visits Sussex for the very first time and the splendid course at Dale Hill. In the meantime, if you'd like to get involved in the Trilby Tour, please contact us via the website at www.trilbytour.com. We'll see you next week. William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate.